innocent, they walk through fire. Bodies weary, spirits tested, but from the ashes they rose brighter. Two women, two warriors, and two women, two warriors, two stories stitched with love. Scars don't chain us down, they're maps of battles won. We rise together, stronger than before, turning pain to power, opening the door. Voices like a lighthouse, shining through the storm. The strength of a woman is to rise and rise once more. The world whispered, too hard, too heavy. They answered back, watch us. Even when the pain tried to break them, they move the mountains with love. Oh, we rise together, stronger than before, turning pain to power, opening the door. Voices like a lighthouse, shining through the storm.
What is that, girl?
Hey, it seems like it's been a month since I've seen you.
I know, right? I know, right?
Oh,
I feel like I'm looking kind of down at y'all, but I'm standing up for today.
no, you're okay. You're
It's like
good.
in the salute. In the
You
salute.
look perfect. You look perfect.
What's up, girl? What's up, everybody?
Yeah. Wow.
Welcome to your fabulous edition.
I know you all think. No, absolutely not. We're not even going to go there. We're not
We
even.
know that you eat crayons, okay?
We
We'll just
have.
leave it at that.
We have so many things to talk about today. Oh my gosh. Of course, if you see our title, it's Brains, Batter, and Bravery. And the reason that we're talking about that is we have so many important things to talk about, right? Um, but before we dive into that, let's go ahead and say that we are not doctors, we're not therapists. We're just two people bringing our stories together and sharing it. We want to laugh, we have lessons, we grow. Always, always, always check with your professional before. If you, I said before, if you have any health concerns, please remember we are not doctors. Please check with your PCP or your healthcare professional if you have any concerns on your health journey.
Absolutely. Let's start out by reflecting on a couple of days that were going on over this past weekend. Reminders that freedom, family, and flavor all have a place in our lives. We do add that flavor in every day, darlings. It's the spice of life.
That's
All
right.
right. So, World Freedom Day was the marking of the Berlin Wall collapse. Tear down the wall, yo. Tear down the wall. There's your first song. This
Right.
was celebrating unity, courage, and the power of voices that refused to be silenced.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love. And
Absolutely.
then World Adoption Day. I mean, we honor those families that are building those bridges to people that they chose to bond with. That's a chosen bond, and that's absolutely beautiful. And it sets kind of the bar, I think, for humanity these days, especially.
Yep.
National Scrabble Day. I am not really sure what that is. Do you know what Scrapple is? National Scrapple Day?
No, I don't. Turning humble beginnings into something flavorful, obviously. I don't know. I don't
I
know.
didn't know because you put it in there, so I didn't know if you knew what that was.
No, it was just one that perked up, and we always try to do a fun one. So let's look it up right now while we're talking.
Scrapple is a
Oh,
Pennsylvania treat. It is to do with flavor, I guess.
there
So
you
awesome.
go.
Thank you. And they love Scrapple. If anybody would like to describe what that is in the comments, that would be
Yes.
excellent.
Oh, American says love Scrapple. Okay, it's a treat. All right. So I
That's
will give a
insane.
little bit of information to that. It says National Scrapple Day is celebrated on November the 9th to honor the dish of scrapple, an American invented pork food made from pork scraps and trimmings. I'm wondering if this
Is that like
is
a sausage?
chitlins or hog head cheese or pork head cheese or something like that because it looks
Hmm.
almost like a bar,
How
right?
do I get away from this subject?
I
What is
know, I
next?
know. How
Like,
no, that's
sorry, I asked. Ugh.
uh,
Okay. Woo. Each to their own, and each in their own way reminds us that what it means to build is to rebuild and keep moving forward away from the scrapple.
right, moving forward away from that scrapple. Um, Freedom, it fuels love, right? And love builds family. It builds creativity.
Love can build a bridge.
I like
Sorry.
that song. That's one of my
I'm
favorites.
sorry.
Favorites. So we flow right
Angels.
into the November 10, right here with full energy. Guys,
Mm.
we have so many things going on this week. There's so many things to know, and I lost you. Okay. I was like, wait, I lost my host. So we lost her again, but I'm going to keep just going. So what brings you peace, guys? Think of one thing that would bring you peace in your day, a quiet moment, a creative project, or maybe just something sweet. Since we're talking about all these wonderful things, we're adding some good bravery things in there. We're adding some sweets in there and we're putting it all together. So
Yep, it's not all battles, baby. Warriors
that's right.
don't just fight, we're just really good at it.
That's right. That's right. Well, and so talking about that, today is World Science Day for Peace and Development.
Love
That's a
it.
big one. Yeah, it
I
was
love it.
established in 2001 to highlight the importance of science in building peace and sustainable societies. It's really big because science is more than just formulas and facts, right? I mean, it's important information, it's discovery, it's hope, and it's all about connection. You have to make those connections.
Considering that they put all of their, not all of it, but the majority of people that they focus on are women in war ridden zones and furthering their education, furthering anybody's education, but mainly focusing on women. And that is a huge thing to think about. You're going into these places that are completely torn down from the destruction that their own people have done or another country has done to them. And this purpose of the UNESCO is to come in and rehabilitate those people and give them, like she said, that hope. That
Yep.
hope.
Yep. So just think of it this way: curiosity creates connection, understanding builds peace, right? And ask, learn, grow. I love that one. I love that one. And then peace, it just begins with a question.
I like that one. The piece begins with a question. When we say that, we're asking ourselves, why we react a certain way or how we're going to get around something. When you start asking questions, is when you start getting answers, right?
Mhm,
And I say again, grab your tribe, the
mhm.
people around you, or people that you look up to, even if it's not your tribe, going to different books and things like that, going to reputable sources that have maybe been through those types of things or is an expert in those types of things, again, is absolutely phenomenal way to gain peace and gain answers.
And another way to look at that too is, a lot of people, they will just go on about their business. And science is about asking questions. And remember that if you don't ask questions, you're not going to get answers. So you have
Absolutely.
to be open to asking those questions to get good answers and to learn more. So that's a very, very important thing. So one thing to ask you guys today, you know that we like to ask y'all questions as we go through this. What is something you've learned recently that helped you grow? Helped you grow. What's one thing? Go ahead, Jarita. You want to tell me?
I mean, I always say adversity. Adversity helps me grow. It atones. It causes me to be creative to move around it. So adversity is absolutely going to always be my answer. Unfortunately, we have to learn the hard way.
That's right.
It's just history repeats itself over and over and over and on. What about you, darling? What helped you grow?
I think I agree with you with adversity. Like when you come from a background of you with all of your history and your health, right? You have to be open to learning new things and seeing new pathways. So I agree. I think we both have had to take our own little avenues to learn. We had to be able to open up to any new options, right? So I really
Absolutely.
think I really agree with you on that one. I agree. American, thank you for the shout out to the listeners that's with us here today. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for your time and spending it with us.
Like,
Remember,
love, subscribe.
there you go. Like, love, subscribe, share us out. Or we do officially have our YouTube page up. It's the Grit and Glitter YouTube page. It is officially live. So if you're watching us live on the Grit and Glitter YouTube channel, please let us know that you're doing so. Um,
Absolutely.
all the stuff and the sweets too, which
Would
means
you like to have something sweet? I
woo,
would, and not scrapple. Okay, I was hoping it sounded like some kind of strudel thing. So in my head, I was picturing like an apple cobbler type situation, and y'all ruined
I
it.
know it.
Life motto: never live the same day twice because we're only here once. I love that. What's up,
Right.
Stady?
I
Thanks for
love
coming in.
that. I love that.
I did not share me out, actually. I need to share me out over here. I got busy. Boom, 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 boom. Y'all share out. Do all the things. We aren't joking. It's not just
No, it
automatic. We
is,
really want y'all
yeah.
to share out. Oh,
That's
y'all
what
got
I was
some
asking,
interesting
Big.
groups
Think
names now.
I think
Whoa.
so. I think so. Shout out to the real Tim Shady. Yes.
What's up, Stady? Let's see. I think I can get this. I'm trying to find these other apps. There we go. Because I definitely want everybody to come in for the Marine Corps situation.
Right. That's right.
Here we go. Here we go.
Anybody that is watching, that if you could be over on YouTube or Facebook by chance, or the Grit and Glitter YouTube channel, we are getting ready to bring in an amazing person that's got a lot to say. But first, let's talk about National Vanilla Cupcake.
Cupcake Day.
Cupcake.
Vanilla is a fundamental thing. We always talk about fundamentals here. So I just want to start out with everybody's like, vanilla, that's so plain, dude. It all started with
That's
vanilla.
right. It did. We always talk
Mhm.
about foundations too. Make vanilla be that foundation. Make
Yep,
that be your starting point, and all you can do is make it taste better.
that's
Right?
right. Cupcakes became popular in the 19th century when ingredients were measured by the cup, hence the name.
Yep.
One
Yep.
of my favorite lighthearted ones because I love cupcakes. Hello. And life can still be sweet and soft, y'all. It doesn't always have to be crazy. Like I said, warriors are not always in a battle. We're hungry too. What's up, King? Thank you for coming in. Thank you guys for joining again. Like, love, share. Be that voice that ripples for
And
us. What do you think? Do you like cupcakes?
I like cupcakes. Do you like cupcakes? Does anybody in here like cupcakes? Let us know.
Sure.
Give us a cupcake emoji and let us know that you like cupcakes. Throw those emojis in there into the comments and let us know. Just think about it too. Cupcakes aren't necessarily just desserts, right? They bring joy, right? They
Joy
make
fits in every bite. Joy
yes,
fits in every bite.
yes, yes,
It
yes, yes.
does.
And it's just, I really think that when you're savoring the sweetness of a cupcake or the flavor of a cupcake, you can just pause. You can just kind of like
Yes.
embrace,
Yes.
enjoy it. And you can add
Pause. We say that all the time.
flavors. You can add those flavors in and change it however you want to. Blueberry sounds great.
You
It
know, and
sounds
I really
great.
love cupcakes that have stuff in the middle now because I'm a sweet tooth, right? So if you have like some kind of cream or like a big fat like blueberry jammy thing in the middle, dude.
So, any of you guys, do you have a go-to treat when you need a little pick-me-up? Is it a cupcake? If not,
Or
let
is
us
it Scrapple? Are you team
Ew,
cupcake or are you team Scrapple?
cupcake for sure.
It's the
For
strawberry
sure.
shortcake cupcakes for
Woo!
me. Yes, I want to be in that.
Yes,
I want to
sheesh.
be in that life right now. Cupcake, cupcake, yum, yum,
Yeah,
yum.
Yes, yes, yes. All the cupcakes. I would prefer cupcake over scrapple for sure. All right. And then forward on. Let's forward
I
on.
will say this. Our little thing for this is going to be savor the small things. They are what make the big things worthwhile. And speaking of
That's
big
right.
things, let's see.
I
I know we have a special guest today.
We do. And while you bring our special guest in, I will just give a couple little things about it. The Marine Corps has been a symbol of honor, courage, and commitment for 250 years.
Woo!
This is
Happy birthday,
amazing,
Marie!
right? Serving
Hoorah!
as protectors at home and abroad. So we do have our special guest, and he's going to answer some questions for us and give us a little information. First off, I would like to say, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
I'm big.
That's all y'all need to know, too. I promise you. Everything
That's
about
just
that. Thank
it.
you.
That's
Thank you for
it.
doing that. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. I love to put our guest in the middle. It's almost like we have a guest sandwich. So
Agreed.
we can
I
like
love it.
team it and talk,
But
get all
I
the
didn't know I was going to be answering questions. I was bringing marine knowledge.
No, we want
Bringing in
to bring
marine
knowledge.
knowledge. We got marine questions for your marine knowledge. I think it'll probably go along a lot with what you're wanting to say to us. I know there's some things that we know that you guys embody warrior spirit, and that is what we're about here. So it is absolutely our honor to honor you, your discipline, your courage, your loyalty. Like you said earlier, will you tell the guests what Semper Fi means, please?
Always faithful.
Always faithful.
Always
Always
say
faithful.
And a
Loyal. That
disclaimer here.
loyalty, man.
I went to boot camp last century, so I may not remember everything. It's been a while since I was active duty.
It's not
that's
those kind of
okay. I'm
questions.
sure there
That's
are things
that
that you'll be
changes.
able to talk about that we may not even be able to have thought about and ask questions. So
Yep.
um, I will ask the first ones. What made you want to join the Marine Corps specifically? Did you
Like
have
specifically, why
specific
did
in
you go
mind,
there?
or
Yeah.
yeah,
Actually, I did not. I was working, I had graduated high school. I was working in a supermarket, and I didn't want to end up like everyone else there 30 years in the supermarket. And then one day I got a call from the recruiter, and another guy I went to high school with had joined. So we ended up going to boot camp together. So that's why I joined. I just didn't want to be, you know. Plus, I didn't have money for college, even though I was low income. I couldn't get no loans, so I couldn't pay for the college I was supposed to be going to. So
yeah. Well, that's still. You know what? I'm very proud that you were a part of that, and that was where your journey took you. Right?
I love that.
It's
That's like a synchronicity for me when you said something so simplistic. It wasn't anything that you planned. You just looked around and you're like, you know what? I want something different. And all of a sudden, this door opened for you. And I love that you stepped through that. Have being in the Marines shaped your approach to life differently after service?
well, yeah, because you hold on to the things you're trained and you learn. So it has helped me because it makes me a very punctual. I'm not a late person, and like employers don't want people who are going to be showing up late,
Yep.
Right.
and they want people who have leadership skills from the military first,
Yep.
because college kids they spend out of those 4 years drinking and getting that degree, but do they have leadership skills? No, but military Marines we have that because we were trained and that was instilled in us, and it remains in us forever.
Forever loyal. Forever loyal. What do you have traditions or ceremonies that you have carried out with you? I just went ahead and asked you, look busy, that you had
Oh,
carried
go
out
ahead.
with you. I know you're trying to set what she's doing, y'all. She's trying to set it up so Clapper can see the interview. So do you have anything like a tradition or a ceremony that you have brought into your civilian life?
Um, Not really. Not that I can say I do on a annual basis. I celebrate the Marine Corps birthday, but I don't celebrate it like I did when I was active duty. I don't go to some party and get drunk because I don't drink anymore. So
Right.
I still acknowledge it and celebrate it. Normally I put a Marine Corps flag out, but it was raining in that this morning, so I did not.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, I have a Marine Corps flag behind me. Do you like it? It's
Yeah.
yours.
You'll be getting it soon.
Y'all, I literally held his order back out of a small boutique and I got this for him. And I said, I'm sorry, I'm tempted to hold this back. So I have it for my backdrop. And I literally did. Marine, I'll make it up to you though. Thanks for
With
letting
all,
me borrow your flag for today.
that's right. That's right.
I had no choice, did I?
No. There were actually two in there, and he would have one for his backdrop, but then I'd have to mail him another one. So I'm terrible, terrible friend. Hoorah! I love you, dude.
Now, I'll
I-
ask you that. Now, I know that there are different military branches, and of course, she said "hoorah." Is that what y'all say as
Yeah,
Marines? Is
yeah,
that what
because we
every
say hoorah,
branch does?
hoorah. Yep.
Okay.
Or Semper Fi,
Mhm.
Double Dog, Hey Marine, you know, Jarhead, all different names.
I've heard
But
that one.
but those names are only allowed between Marines and other people who serve. Like a civilian
Right.
could come up to me and say, "Hey, crayon eater," I've never eaten a crayon in my life, and that wasn't a name that we were called when I was active duty. But
Right.
they can't come up and tell me, "Hey, taxi over." They can't call a Navy person a taxi person in front of me because they haven't earned that right.
Right.
It's a veteran thing, a military thing. You earn
Yeah.
that respect to make fun of each other.
Right. Right. Now, I'll let you ask the next question because I'm not really sure where you were on our questions, and because I was messing with this.
No,
So
it's okay. But you do have a very sharp, weird echo, like a metallic echo on your part. It's so bad.
I do.
Yes. I don't know what you have it against, but it when we talk, it does it too.
Let's see if that helps.
It's a little bit better. It's still
Okay.
doing it, but it's a little bit better.
So make sure that people on Clapper can hear me. Somebody give me a thumbs up, please. Let me know that you can hear me. Okay. So you can still hear. Is the echo a little bit better?
It's a little bit better. It's still there
Okay.
though.
I
So
have
I
the
do have an audience question. We have an audience question,
Good.
and it's from Rooster. Do you feel like you become a man after basic training? And what was the most important thing you took away from this experience? Ooh, that
Well,
is
yeah,
so bad. It's bad.
that's
It's bad on your side, Denise. Hang on.
after boot camp. So because especially for Marines, because the other branches, they're like the Army, the Navy, they're like a branch name. But Marines, you earn that title, and you go through a lot to earn that title, and you're considered a Marine. They don't call me a soldier. That's an insult to me. They don't call me a midshipman or a seaman or anything like that, a sailor, because it's kind of insult to a Marine because we earned the title Marine. And what was the second part of this question?
It says, what was the most important thing you took away from your basic training?
Most important thing to me was that I could do it because I was never physically fit. I would never run the mile in gym class. I would walk it. I was not I would never run in that, and I became found out I was a natural born runner, and I did something that I had my own family members tell me I would never make it. So that's what came out of that for me.
That's, I think a lot of people can probably relate to that, to not having that support. I'm sorry, I'm trying to adjust this because whatever feedback is so loud. I don't
It's
know
coming
what
from
that
me.
is, but it is so loud. Huh? Do what, darling?
I
Try
said
to mute Denise and let's see real quick because it is really loud. No, no,
hello.
no, not over there, over here. See if that on a restream, if you can mute, you are muted and it's still doing it. Is it still doing it? It's all okay. Okay. We'll try. It's just really loud when we talk. I don't know if y'all can hear that screeching, but it is really loud on.
I think
I
it's
can't
me.
hardly, it's loud. All right, we'll try this. Okay. Oh, let's see. Okay, what do you have like a memorable moment from your time in the Marines that still inspires you today? Like maybe a story with your comrade or your teamwork with the Marines. Is there something or some things that stand out as far as like a memorable moment in the Marine Corps?
Well, my memorable moments were when I finished the Crucible at boot camp, which is like the final thing you do, and that's when you get the Eagle Globe and Anchor to become a Marine. But I missed getting the Eagle Globe and Anchor because I was being tended to. I had a bad blister on the back of my left ankle, so a corpsman was draining it. So I missed receiving mine. So my senior drill instructor took his off his own campaign cover and unscrewed it and gave it to me as my Eagle Globe and Anchor, where everyone else had ones that were given to them. Mine came straight off my senior drill instructor's campaign cover. And he was a fellow Pennsylvania person. So that memory.
Mhm. I love little things like that. That kind of thing is priceless to me. Priceless to me. You want to go ahead and ask one, Denise? Wait, you're muted.
There we go. Let's try this. Is
I
there an echo?
don't think it's you.
Okay.
It might be me.
Well, so how do you carry your values and your lessons that you've learned? Do you use them in now life, in your civilian life, rather than, I know that you mentioned being prompt on your time schedules and things like that. Has it changed anything else for you?
Mm, well, I wouldn't say because I've always been punctual, but it just makes me more punctual.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me, how can I say it? Mhm. Yeah, it basically makes me more punctual. That's what I've kept. And
Yeah.
I also kept the bad thing. I'm a fast eater,
Mm-hmm.
and you learn that at boot camp because you don't have much time to eat. So
Mm-hmm.
eat fast. And, well, obviously, I don't shave anymore because Marines don't have beards and that. But,
Yeah.
and I've got fat because Marines either get fat or they stay skinny after they get out. So, but yeah, I think integrity and leadership are some things I've kept out of that too because, and I'm good at like helping train people. And that's something you learn too because we always call it in Marines breaking it down Barney style. You can't go at and expect someone to understand these big terms. You have to break it down to their level. And
Yeah.
that's something I learned and I still do.
Yeah.
What kept you grounded during your hardest times?
Probably my family back home, even though, like I said, they didn't think I would make it. Like my dad didn't want me to join, but he's the one who talked to me the most when I was on active duty out in the fleet and that. I've talked to him probably about 3 or 4 times a week. So probably family back home because I had never really been out, away, except for like Boy Scout trips, but they were only like a week long. And half the time my parents, my dad and brother were with because my dad was a leader and my brother was also a Boy Scout. So I guess family, I would say.
I'll mute Jarita if you want to ask the next question.
I think it might be my phone. I'm not sure. I'm trying to not be unmuted. I was just gonna say, I know you came in here and wanted to tell us a couple of things that maybe we don't know about the Marines. Can you share some of those things with us that you thought about that we might not have thought of to ask or that we should know, or even things like that you wished we knew about it?
Okay, yeah, I'll tell you quick. So, there's two places they train Marines Paris Island in South Carolina and the Hollywood Marines, MCRD San Diego, which Paris Island became official in 1915, San Diego 1921. And I briefly named some nicknames, but some of the more famous nicknames for Marines are Leatherneck, which came out in the late 1700s, early 1800s. Devil Dog, which is one of the ones we still call each other, and that's from World War II. The Germans called us that, and it stuck. And it was because of the way we went in through their machine gun fire at a Battle of Bella Woods. They called us Devil Dogs, and we basically scared them. you know, which Marines have always done in war, scare the opponent. And then there's Jarhead, which if you ever seen the movie Jarhead, and that's with the high and tight, haircut. And then I wanted to say, the Marines, they're the most famous Marine, which some consider him a god, is Chesty Puller. I don't know if you ever heard that name, Chesty Puller. He was a lieutenant general, and he is he's like the most decorated Marine ever. And then also, I don't know, the first ever official female Marine was in 1918. Her name was Open May Johnson. So, and I just wanted to touch base on famous people you might have heard of that served in the Marines. Gene Hackman, Drew Carey. You all knew Drew Carey. And Kyle Ren, Adam Driver from the new Star Wars movies. Rob Riggle, the comedian, he served for 23 years. He was an officer. He flew planes. And then the baseball player Ted Williams, which I consider one of the greatest hitters of all time. And then for you Golden Girls fans, B. Arthur. She was a truck driver and typist for 2 years in World War II. And she was one of the first members of the Women's Reserves. And she married a Marine. So that's why she played that role in Golden Girls quite well, because she was a Marine. Because I believe Betty White was an Army. So, and then you will see this. Like I have my boot camp yearbook here, and you see the thing on the front. You will see the statue. That's Iwo Jima, which took place in 1945, from February to March.
That's awesome.
And then there was one other thing, the Marines hymn. I thought you would play it, but you didn't. So now I have to stand at attention.
No, I want you to do it. Yeah, for sure.
Well, I have to hold the phone. So here we go. From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, fight our country's battles, the air, on land, and sea. First to fight for right and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title of United States Marines. We have fought in every clime and place where we could take a gun, in the snow of far off northern lands and in sunny tropic scenes. Now you will find us always on the job, the United States Marines. Here's the health and to our corps, which we are proud to serve. And many have strife for fought for life and never lose one nerve. Ever look on heaven's gates, they will find the streets are guarded by United States Marines. Normally I only do the beginning part, but
Hey, that was awesome. That was awesome.
Thank you, Big.
Yay!
I can't believe how much you've talked to us and sang to us. My face hurts from smiling so
I
big.
know.
Like some of this stuff have been so serious, but y'all got to understand. I talk to Big almost every day. At least tell him I love him, ask him something, and to have him up here and sharing such personal things and things that some of us have probably always wondered is a sacred thing to me. So if I'm just smiling through stuff that seems like I should be serious about it, just because I'm so in disbelief that we get to have this time with you, Maureen. Thank you so much for bringing all the extras, the bells and whistles, and things that I feel like only a Marine would do. They go that extra mile. That's why there's a few Marines.
and remember, Marines can either be your best friend or your worst enemy.
I choose friend. I choose friend.
Me too. Me too. So I'll ask you one last question, unless Jarita has something else. What advice?
No, we have the one last question. Yeah.
Yeah. What advice would you give to someone considering joining the Marines today?
Well, my advice to them would be make sure you're mentally ready, because they mentally break you down. And make sure you start, either get in a delayed entry program, which I was in, because they help start training you for what you're going to do to initially start boot camp. But my recommendation, if you really feel and have the heart that you can do it, do it. And don't give up. When you get there, when the times get hard and the shit hits the fan, I don't know if I can say that,
Okay.
do not give up. Just keep moving forward and don't give up. Don't let them get to you mentally. Just carry on and follow orders as quickly and as direct as you can. And remember, in Marine boot camp, never say I. Because there is no I in team, and Marines are a team.
Woo!
That was
Love
awesome.
it.
Awesome.
Thank you again, Big. And you guys, if you aren't having the best day, I say go create one, and we will all see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. We have a bunch of special guests. Tomorrow is Veterans Day. I can't wait to see you again. Thank you to our freedom fighters and our warriors out there. We do not see these people. Again, we're always talking about that unseen hero, and these are some of our unseen heroes that kind of fall to the wayside because they're not right in front of our face. Thank you again, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
Big, is there anything else that you would like to say before we end?
Semper Fi.
Woo!
Guys, this is your journey. Embrace it. Stay tuned for the mantra.
I build peace with understanding. I rise strong with love commanding. In each breath, I choose to grow with courage, steady, and spirits glow. Brains, batter, and bravery blend, a warrior's strength that never ends.
From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, we fight our country's battles in the air, on land and sea. First to fight for right and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title of United States Marine. Our flags unfurled to every breeze, from dawn to setting sun. We have fought in every clime and place where we could take a gun. In the snow of far-off northern lands and in sunny tropic seas, you will find us always on the job, the United States Marine. Here's health to you and to our corps, which we are proud to serve. In many a strife we fought for life and never lost our nerve. If the Army and the Navy ever looked on heaven's seas, they will find the streets are guarded by United States Marines.
From limitations to liberation, we are a warrior's journey. Different battles, same mission. Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central.